What's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Pokemon Showdown today, and the ZeroUsed here. And using this team, I made around Choice Band Wugtrio. I haven't used Wugtrio in a while now, and it's in ZeroUsed, which is probably where it's gonna always be, or at least unless it gets like something crazy. But I'd used this thing in OU, like right when Scarlet and Violet came out, and it was really fun. But I remember looking forward to back then, looking forward to when it would be in the lower tier, so we can use it with some things that would be a little bit easier for it to do something. And I believe I've used it in ZeroUsed a while ago now, but even since then it's been a while. So yeah, and I decided to go with Choice Band because we are not the strongest, even though we do have decent attack. The other thing is we don't have like the strongest water moves. We have access to our signature move. I believe it's our signature move, triple dive. And also there's liquidation, which is basically 5 power weaker than triple dive if we hit. Basically, you're always gonna hit the 3 times, but you just might miss. But it's a little bit stronger than liquidation, which is why I'm going with it. But still 90 base power isn't the strongest coming off of base 100 attack. So that's why I'm like, let's go with the Choice Band set. This guy doesn't get Wave Crash, unfortunately. And as you can see, it also doesn't have great coverage. So its coverage moves aren't, I mean, they could be worse, but they're still not great. So with the Choice Band and our base 100 attack, hopefully going to be making the most of what we have here. We do have the base 120 speed, which is really good actually. It's one of the fastest guys on the tier. Same exact stats as the Cantonian Wugtrio, basically just in the form of a water type. But yeah, so let's just go over the rest of the team real quick, and then we will get into the games. So we've got Gooey for our ability. You could go with Rattled, Sandvale's, I believe, banned, but I don't think we're going to be taking a hit, so not going to be going with Rattled. I guess it could come up for Intimidate, but if we're getting intimidated, we're not going to do very much damage anyways, so I don't really care about the speed. And pretty much the coverage moves don't do much damage unless you're hitting things super effectively. Triple dive is really what you want to click most of the time. So yeah, just going with Gooey. It could come up, I guess. Terra Water to boost our water moves, and then Throat Chop and Stomping Tantrum. Let's just look at the actual coverage moves that it has. So if we look at physical, and we filter by power, we've got Foul Play and Giga Impact up here. Foul Play, you know, would use their attack, but then you got Liquidation, Throat Chop, Stomping Tantrum, Facade. Does have Sucker Punch as another option for priority instead of Aqua Jet, but I'm just going to go with Aqua Jet because I want to use Triple Dive with Terra Water anyways. So then we're going to be having, you know, boosting the Aqua Jet with our Terra, and it's already stabbed. So yeah, not a whole lot of coverage. You're not going to be able to take a hit with this guy, so I wanted to pair it with a couple slow pivots to help it actually get in and do something other than when something dies, because when something dies, this thing can come out for free, obviously, and hopefully be able to deal some damage. But otherwise, you're never going to get it in unless you have a slow pivot or some way to get it in. Like, it has horrible HP, horrible defense. I guess its special defense could maybe let it take a resisted special hit, but even then it could probably only take one. It's O-code by Toxicroak's Terra Dark Sucker Punch, and Toxicroak's immune to it. That's just something I wanted to mention because it's like, just to show how weak it is. Sucker Punch from Toxicroak with the Life Orb Terra Dark just O-codes it. I believe it has a chance to, even without terraing. Guess being a water type, we're not like super weak to Aqua Jet, but a Floatzel with a Choice Band could O-co us with Wave Crash. So it's not like we can take the other hit, and we're not going to be able to O-co it, even though we're also Choice Banded. But I do think Wugtrio, I mean, its speed tier and its attack, I don't think it's better than a lot of the other water types in every situation, but I think it's not the worst thing because it has the speed, which is something it does have over Floatzel, you know, outside of the rain, of course. And it has the attack that it, like an attack that's respectable enough that I think it has some situations where it could be decent. So yeah, that's enough on Wugtrio. It's a funny little guy. I like him because of that mostly. So I wanted to see if we can get it to work today. So first guy I wanted to pair with it was Vespiquen. It's a slow pivot, and it 4 times resists grass, which Wugtrio is weak to. So you can pretty much almost always switch into this on grass types. U-turn just to pivot out into Wugtrio or something else. And also can get up toxic spikes or toxic things, which definitely benefits Wugtrio, just to weaken things, so then maybe Wugtrio can kill them. Just Roost for recovery, and Terra Water to resist fire or ice, since that could be scary. Heavy Duty Boots because we are 4 times weak to rocks. We really don't want to lose those. And Pressure because Unnerve is not going to do really anything. Yeah, I mean, Toxic and Spikes is great. We are pretty passive, we can't hit things very hard if they resist U-turn, like poison types. But I think it's all right. I think, you know, we can get off a slow U-turn, and that's still accomplishing what Vespiquen's here to do. So if like poison types, besides for Toxicroak, we could U-turn into Wugtrio and hit them pretty hard, or some of our other things possibly. Then we got Bastiodon. Pairs pretty well with Vespiquen in terms of typing, actually. This guy's weak to fighting, weak to ground, and Vespiquen is immune to ground and resists fighting 4 times, so it's pretty good. This guy, unfortunately, both of them, you know, neither of them resist fire or water. We don't have resist for a lot of the things that could be scary. But I think, you know, it's got enough defense to be able to take a hit. We can phase things out. We also have an Assault Vest Electros. Vespiquen with Terra Water could take some hits. So they're not like an unbreakable core by any means, but I think they work decently together. And Bastiodon can get up Stealth Rocks and Roar, which can chip things down even more for Wugtrio. And it can get off a strong Body Press with even without boosting. And with Iron Defense, it could become a scary setup sweeper if it's got like a great matchup against our opponent's team. Just have leftovers for recovery. Terra Fairy to have a better type against certain things, like then we could take water hits or take ground hits. We already take neutral from fire because we're a rock steel type. So if we need to be able to survive and take some of those hits, we can Terra and then Roar. That'd probably be the best thing to do, since Body Press might not do a whole lot. But or you could go with a Ghost, but I kind of like Fairy, and also would give us immunity to Dragon Tail if that comes up. With Soundproof, we can't be roared out, and we're also immune to Boom Burst, immune to Psychic Noise, immune to other sound moves. Sturdy would be nice, but I think Soundproof, I'd rather have that. Most of the time we can take a single hit with this thing anyways, unless we're 4 times weak to it. So yeah, the only other thing, like maybe Foul Play or Rest could be kind of nice, but like with trying to fit rocks on here, I think this is just probably the best way to go. And then I just have that little bit of speed if, you know, we're facing opposing Bastiodon, I guess. Then we got Electros. The rest of the team is pretty like offensive and, you know, trying to compensate because we don't have... Wugtrio's not going to be able to get in all the time, not going to be able to do the most damage to a lot of things. So these things can get up hazards, can slow pivot, chip things down, prevent guys from just setting up on us. And then we've got an Assault Vest Electros, but not just a like a max speed F one. We got a max special attack one with 4 attacks. Obviously it's Assault Vest, but this thing's pretty strong. It's got really good coverage. It can remove items, so our hazards do more damage, and it can actually slow pivot too, which is perfect for Wugtrio. So we got Volt Switch is our only electric move. Giga Drain pairs great with this since it can hit the ground types. Flamethrower, it could be Acid Spray or it could be something else. If I were to change one move, it'd be Flamethrower. Dragon Tail, but we already have Roar, so I'm like, Flamethrower seems kind of cool. We could hit dragons. It came up when I was testing. It could hit Vikavolt super effectively, which is pretty nice, and we can tank kind of Vikavolt hits decently. Knockoff, I don't want to get rid of though. Just to remove items, it's really good. And then instead of Terra Steel, we have Terra Dragon because don't have a fire resist or a water resist. So I think this is our best way if we're like wanting to take hits. You could like Typhlosion, for example. Typhlosion's Specs Eruptions are really scary. With Terra Dragon, you actually could take those hits. Without Terra Dragon, you probably can't, even though you're Assault Vest. If they like Terra and they're at full health or something, pretty much everything probably dies. I mean, Wugtrio outspeeds, but yeah, and it's ground immunity, pretty good. Electros, and I haven't used it in a minute, so again, still trying to use some different things that I haven't used in a while, but not trying to like limit myself too much. Then we got Mismagius. I wanted a spin blocker, so a ghost type, and Mismagius is pretty good at like dealing with maybe Decidueye, or I don't know if pretty good, but it can. And same with Toxicroak. We are immune to the fighting move. Toxicroak's we probably have a better time into than Decidueye, but we're immune to the fighting move. We resist the poison move, and if they only have Sucker Punch, then they need us to attack them in order to use it. So we can Will-O-Wisp them, Pain Split, Hex, we can taunt to prevent defog or set up from like a Toxicroak Swords Dance. Against Decidueye, they can hit us with a ghost move, which isn't great. Terra Fairy would actually give us a resistance to fighting. Because of Scrappy, they can hit us being a ghost type. But Decidueyes also sometimes have Lumberry if they're offensive, so got to keep that in mind. But yeah, Mismagius is here to spin block. It's able to kind of deal with those things that we have no other way to deal with. We have Colberberry since we don't really have a great knockoff absorber or switch in, and a lot of the guys that spin have knockoff anyway, so if we're trying to spin block, I wanted to have the Colberberry for that. And in terms of the EV spread, I'm basically just max HP and max speed, but I'm not going with all the way up to 105 speed because the only things at that speed are Mismagius and Cryogonal, which I don't think we're really going to want to stay in on either. I mean, if we stay in Cryogonal, it's not a big deal if we're slower, but I don't know. I was thinking then we just have a little bit more bulk, but I was considering just going max speed, max HP, so that we actually could have a chance to speed tie. But at the moment, I'm just going with this so we have a little bit more defense. But what is it, 167 versus 156? It's not a big difference, but I don't know. Going with that for now. And the last guy, we got Hitmonlee. It's able to be a rapid spinner, heavy duty boots, it's immune to hazards, and it's able to also be a wall breaker and hit really, really hard. This thing is super scary. With Terra Dark, I could also like set up on a Sableye or something, or be immune to a Sableye's Will-O-Wisp and an Encore. It can boost its speed and rapid spin, so it kind of has a way to not just boost its attack, it can get faster and outspeed things. But this thing is just a wall breaker. Fighting Dark is great coverage, and Limber makes it immune to Para, so that's why Limber instead of Reckless or Unburden. If we were like High Jump Kick, that could be good with Reckless, but we could miss and we take crash damage if they tear a Ghost or have a Ghost type and switch into it or something. So I kind of like this one, but that's the team. Hopefully Wugtrio can do some stuff. Pretty excited to use it, and I think the team's all right. So let's get into it. All right, here we go. We got one right away. Wugtrio. It's actually looking pretty good. Yeah, it's actually looking really good. Of course, they have Mismagius and Cryogonal, so our Mismagius at max speed would be really nice. Could be pretty nice. The Rocker could be Primeape or Regirock. Cryogonal's their spinner. Veluza's probably Flayway. I'm gonna set up Houndoom. It's gonna do big damage. Could be an anti-lead Primeape too. So it could like taunt us and Stealth Rock and stuff. Vespiquen does not match up well against Regirock. We do have Mismagius, so that's something. I mean, we could just lead with Wugtrio. I don't think, let's see. Does Regirock just kill us? Regirock. Physical wall. Body press. Okos us 75% of the time. Yeah, I think I kind of like we don't want to have to switch into stuff that we can't switch into. So switching into Regirock, we have Mismagius. Switching into Primeape, we have Vespiquen. I'm probably just gonna have to U-turn in case they have taunt though. And switching into Houndoom could also be scary. Houndoom is probably the scariest thing. So what do we just lead Electros? Can Volt Switch? Let's do that. Let's see what they lead. Cool, and they lead with this. Fuck, we're actually slower than it. How much do they do? Oh, it's not that bad. Huh, okay. Well, I think let's knock off then. Get rid of their recovery. Since Wugtrio can't do that much damage to this thing anyways. It'll weaken them. Get rid of their recovery, so hopefully eventually they'll be in range of Wugtrio. Even though they're weak to us. But Wugtrio it'll do a lot to everything. If this is, I don't think this is usually Terra Water, but it could be, but the only thing that would resist is Veluza. Okay, they are faster. And their helmet. Okay. Body press. Do we want to take either of those? I don't think so. So maybe we just go into Mismagius. And we can go for a taunt. I mean, we could Giga Drain, but let's just go Mismagius. They have Houndoom, so I'm a little scared of that thing coming in right now. They'd go for the rock move or switch right into Houndoom. If we go for a taunt, that would prevent them from setting up with the Houndoom, so I think let's just taunt maybe. I don't want to Will-O-Wisp and boost their fire move. If we taunt, they can't Thunder Wave. Yeah, I think Taunt's fine. Okay, Cryogonal comes out. Alright. This thing won't do a whole lot of damage, but it'll do enough, like, I don't think we want to switch into Hitmonlee. Could switch right into Bastiodon. Let's do that. Hopefully they're not like Iron Defense or Acid Armor. I've seen that before and that's a little scary. Alright, cool. Leftovers almost heals that. I think it's Get Up Rocks. I know they can Rapid Spin, but we also could just Body Press them. So, cool. Mr. Regirock comes back in. And we will go back into Mismagius. I think that's alright. I kind of like Vespiquen. Could be decent versus Veluza. And then obviously the Primeape. So, I don't think we want to go into it. Mismagius is best versus the Regirock, so it's definitely worth it, I think, to go into it. Stone Edge, 51%. Mismagius. This actually tells us how much we'll heal with Pain Split, which is cool. Let's see, 25%. And they're at 84%. We'll heal 34. So we would be out of range of the next Stone Edge. So I'm a Pain Split. Cool. Now this guy could just go for the Ice move, or it could recover. I kind of like going to Electros and Volt switching. 1 second. Did my lady text me? No, she didn't. My bad. Yeah, I kind of like going to Electros and Volt switching. I mean, or we just go Bastiodon and stuff. Let's do that. Keep Electros healthier. Alright. So we can body press. Or we just roar. Expecting the Mismagius to come in. We'll just body press though. I think they went back into Regirock last time, so that's pretty good. Body press, Stone Edge. They could have Thunder Wave, especially because they were Helmet. Let's go into this again. Could they body press? Now we're gonna Will-O-Wisp. Hopefully they don't go Houndoom. But we need to burn this. They've never stayed in though, so I don't think we would heal with Pain Split if we went for it. 49. 59. Oh, we would heal a little. Did I turn the timer on? No, they did. Alright, well, hopefully they don't time out. Alright, cool. We get the Will-O-Wisp. They miss. That worked out very well for us, and then they scoop it up. I'm sorry. Well, Mismagius was really nice versus the Regirock. I think we were getting things close, but we don't know what for sure what everything else had. And there was Terras that still could have happened, so. But the team was pretty nice. Alright, we got one. And they got the Toxicroak, so that is immune to water because of dry skin. They also have a water type, so that could also resist Wugtrio or Wugtrio. Throat Chop, Stomping Tantrum. Stomping Tantrum has a chance to OHKO this, I think. After hazards, it 100% would OHKO it. But they could just Terra, Dark, and Life Orb, Sucker Punch us. Yeah, they've got some scary stuff. Clawitzer and Typhlosion both would hit really hard too. Toad Squirrel's doesn't mind our Mismagius, but our Mismagius could still kind of spin block. And then I'm guessing Regirock is the rocker, so Mesprit's something else. So Leading Wugtrio actually could be pretty good, but then we just have to switch into the Floatzel if they lead with it. I kind of want to just lead with the Wugtrio. Maybe we can... Damn it. All right, they led with this. Maybe we could get it to do something, I was thinking, but... How much are we going to do to this? No, it's not even worth it. We're not going to do enough. I think we go into this and hope they don't Aura Sphere. Okay, Dark Pulse. That's good. Let's see if we can know if they're specs or not. It's the main thing. Dark Pulse did 26. They are not specs at all. So they're going to Aura Sphere or Water Move us here, which isn't great. It wasn't worth leading with the Wugtrio probably, but it could have been really good if they didn't lead with this. But well, I think let's go Electros. We'll Volt Switch. All right, we're confused. I think we try and go for the Volt Switch. I know they have the Toad Scroll, but we have coverage for it. Okay, cool. This comes in. Nice. We don't hit ourselves. And I think we can just go Wugtrio. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see. Do they have leftovers? No leftovers, so they might be choiced. If they're banded, or not banded, scarfed, physical, we're probably dead. But if they're not physical, we're not dead. So that's pretty good. And let's just go for the Throat Chop. All right, Toxicroak comes in. Get a little bit of damage. And now they've been chopped. If they're special, we actually shut down some of their moves with this. I don't think they can Sludge Wave. Do we go hard, Miss Magius here? Or just go Vespiquen and U-turn? Let's go Miss Magius. Let's see what they do. Gunk Shot. Okay. And they're Life Orbs. Cool. We're dead to the next one. I also don't really want to boost their Typhlosion, but I think we Will-O-Wisp because Mismagiuses don't always have Will-O-Wisp. So, cool. We got that. Now we can Hex to knock them out, and I'm pretty sure we could take a Sucker Punch now that they're burned. Oh yeah, and we have a Colbur Berry. Sick. Alright, this being dead is huge for Wugtrio. Typhlosion comes out. Alright, something's dying. I think we want to keep this for Regirock to have a Body Press immunity, because Vespiquen's also weak to the Rock move. Vespiquen's could be pretty good versus Toadsquirrel, though. And Clawitzer. I mean, Mesprit. Do we sack? No. Do we sack Showdown? Or Electros? Because they're not choice specs. We don't have rocks though. I don't know if we'd be able to get them anyways. We'd always get up a spike. That could come up. I like having Electros for a slow pivot, but we're kind of weak already. We can't switch in and take 2 hits. I think let's get rid of this. Cool. And they erupt. Ooh, and they don't even kill. So that tells us they're scarfed. Typhlosion, scarfed, Electros. Yeah, they're not. So how much does our Wugtrio do? Ooh, we could Aqua Jet them for a lot of damage. Let's Volt Switch. If they Terra Fire, they have a 50% chance to kill us. If we Terra Water, do we just kill them? Terra Water Aqua Jet? Or I kind of want to Terra Water Triple Dive. Come on, Wugtrio! I don't know if I needed... I probably didn't need a Terra, but it's pretty good damage. And I don't think this is choiced. So we're just going to kill him. Clawitzer comes out. they're not scarfed. That's good to know, right? So let's go Basculin, Dragon Pulse, crit. I think we might be able to take a Water Pulse. So I'm just going to body press to weaken them. And we will... But just body press again. All right, let's see. Does that tell us anything? Clawitzer, body press did 31. All right, does Hitmonlee kill? Hitmonlee could kill here. So I think we just go Hitmonlee, go for the close combat. They've switched up moves, so they're not scarfed. Sweet, we kill them. All right, Scarf Typhlosion. Do we want this or do we want other things? I've already Terra'd, which might have been a mistake, but I did. I think we might want this over Vespiquen. So I think we give her to Vespiquen now. Then we can go Wugtrio. We can go for the Aqua Jet, which might 2-hit KO Toedscruel. I think we go for the Aqua Jet just in case they switch. All right, we don't 2-hit KO. I think we have to go into Hitmonlee. Then we're going to... We could Rapid Spin, which might 2-hit KO. Or we could just go for a knockoff, which would kill probably. We'll just go for a knockoff. Into a Rapid Spin. It's a speed tie, I guess. No, we didn't kill. Oh shit, that was a mistake. Oh well. Well, triple dive. The time I'm running down the timer and I'm not thinking through. I probably didn't need to tear this. I probably should have not risked the Rapid Spin not KOing because I saw that it was a rule there. Maybe I should have close combated too. It's my own fault. Okay, Regirock comes out. I think we go hard into it. All right, they Iron Defense. Then we are going to Pain Split first. Okay. Now, because they Terra'd, I'm pretty sure we can switch into Wugtrio, live a hit, and then it'll be a 50-50. Though they are scarfed. Yeah, I think we can do this. All right, they go for the Shadow Ball. Okay, it's good to know. We're dead to the next one, so we have to Aqua Jet. That's Aqua Jet. All right, I could double. Or I could switch into Miss Magius, but they could also just double. I think it's fine that we Terra'd this. Okay, they don't double. That's good. We avoid the Rock Blast too. I think we just Hex. Fuck! Well, I should have went for the Will-O-Wisp. Darn it. I let Wugtrio down, but it was a pretty close one. I want to look at the replay to see what I should have done. All right, so on lead, they led with... Sorry about that. They led with this. We go Basculin. Then we double into Electros in case they have... Oh yeah, because we were like, they're not specs. So they could switch up moves and go for the Aura Sphere and do a lot, so we switched. We get off the Volt Switch. Go into Wugtrio, go for the Throat Chop. Go Miss Magius. Takes care of that. Sack Electros to Typhlosion. Go back into Wugtrio, and I Terra Water here. My thought process was if they switch into Floatzel, then we would 2-hit KO it maybe. Let's see if that actually would have happened. It actually probably would have happened. No way. Okay. I think it was a good idea to Terra then. And then I stayed in versus this because we found out this was scarfed. So yeah, I know we had already throat chopped and stand on Mesper once already, but at that point I wasn't sure if they were scarfed. But now because we saw that was scarfed, I was like, all right, this is probably not scarfed. All right, then we go Basculin. Honestly, Wugtrio might have been able to take a hit. Might have been able to live that water pulse. Yeah, they went for Dragon Pulse. Without Specs, would we have lived? We had a chance to live it. It's kind of crazy. But they could have... No, yeah, we probably could have just taked it. Yeah. If I went for the triple dive here, as I went for a Dragon Pulse, we would have still had Basculin and probably would have 2-hit KO'd this. Depending on how much HP and bulk they had. How much HP, pretty much, because I think they were probably Assault Vest. But I'm not sure. But we sack this. Then we go Floatzel. Or Hitmonlee. Then I sack Vespiquen, because I think that was a good call. Then we go Wugtrio. And I probably should have just triple dived. If I triple dived, we would have killed them. Killed Toadscruel. And then I would have still had Hitmonlee. So this is where some big mistakes happened. I should have just triple died because Typhlosion, even if they Terra'd, they only had a 50% chance to KO us. If they did that, they did win though. So honestly, I don't know. If they did that and it killed me, I lost. Mismagius died and then Hitmonlee probably died. I don't know, Mach Punch. And they had a Regirock. But if they did Terra that, then they were weaker to Hitmonlee, so... But they didn't know I don't have Mach Punch. But even if I did, I'm pretty sure they would do too much. So... I think it was probably better to go for the Aqua Jet, or it was just a prediction if they would switch. And then here, I just do stupid things. I should have went for... I probably should have just went for Rapid Spin first, or knock off... Rapid Spin first, then Close Combat. And then we would have still had this. Yeah. I saw the 22 and I was like, yeah, it's a roll. And we kill them. Then they go Regirock. I go Mismagius, Pain Split. If I went for the Will-O-Wisp here, I think we could have won. If I went for Will-O-Wisp, they wouldn't have died. We wouldn't have died to the Rock Blast. And then I could have gone for a Hex in case they go Typhlosion. Or maybe I should have went for Pain Split. I don't know. Even if I did do that, I think... even if I Hexed and they were Burns, I think... Wugtrio probably wouldn't have been able to beat it. I mean, how much damage did we do? Right there, 39%. Body Press probably would have KO'd us. And if I'm not locked in Aqua Jet, Typhlosion just kills us, so... Yeah, I think I needed to have Hitmonlee, maybe to be able to knock off Regirock, and that could have helped quite a lot. Probably that. If I just went right for Rapid Spin, Close Combat on Toadscruel, then they would have had to go Regirock and I could have knocked it off. All right, we got one. And we have another Water Absorb, or Water Immune guy. We got Cacturn this time. So Wugtrio can't hit that with the Water move. But besides for it, we're hitting things pretty well. Pretty hard with the Water move. Vespiquen's pretty good. Versus stuff, I think. Sorry, I can't talk. Yeah, Vespiquen could come in on the Cacturne, I think. They could have the Dark Pulse, though. The Avalugg versus Bastiodon is a little bit annoying. Also, they have Ninetales. That's cool. But if Avalugg has Body Press or Earthquake, we could just get dead. And we don't have Sturdy. So, that's a thing. Maybe we lead Electros because of that. Cool. Yeah, I think this is good. And we can just go right for the knockoff. I don't think they would stay in and like Calm Mind or anything right away. So. Cool, that does like nothing. Which tells us they're probably not Specs. And Sableye comes in, this is huge. We do a lot. Getting rid of this would also, or doing good damage to this would also be pretty good. I think we Volt Switch. Okay, maybe that wasn't a good idea because we just lost our thing, but we could go Wugtrio and hit him with an Aqua Jet. But they can go into Cacturne, but I kind of want to do it. And if they go Cacturne, we'll go Vespiquen, and maybe we get up a Spike or something. Okay, they go Cacturne. We'll go Vespiquen. We could also just Toxic something. What do they go for? Again comes Jolteon. Do we just go Electros again? Instead of Bastiodon? I think this is better just because this doesn't let anything just come out on us. Avalugg. I kind of want to just try and Giga Drain. They are faster if they... I think they're always faster. Because we are minus speed. Actually, no. So unless they're... Yeah, Giga Drain. Ah, damn it. Alright, so they are the fast one. Yeah, okay. That's good to know. Our Wugtrio won't kill them. Well, it could kill them, but they have the Cacturne. We could go Miss Magius and they'll probably go Snorlax. So let's do that. Maybe we get off a Will-O-Wisp. So then Bastiodon isn't as scared of them. Alright, we get this. And we'll just taunt. I think that's alright. I mean, or we could go Vespiquen and U-turn. Let's do that instead. That doesn't do very much. And I think we're slower. So we can get off a slow U-turn. Cool. Out comes Jolteon. Then we could go Hitmonlee. Or we could go Bastiodon. I don't really like Bastiodon though because Sableye can come in and recover. Electros to Jolteon. Let's just confirm they're not Specs. Volt Switch did 11, yeah, so they're not Specs. Right? Yeah. So how much does Wugtrio's Aqua Jet do? Not enough. If we tear Watered, it would... has a chance to kill. We'd go Hitmonlee and go for a knockoff. If they tear a Fairy, it has a chance to kill. Or we just go Bastiodon and get up rocks. Actually, what if we go Hitmonlee SD? If we go into this and Hex, we're not going to do much. I probably should have maybe got on a Spike there. I don't know. If we go into this and Hex, how much does Miss Magius do to them? Not even a 2-hit KO. And Cacturne, they doubled on us last time. Alright, I think we go this. We're going to lose HP, which is the problem, but I think we just knock off. All right, cool. Get rid of the Sableye. So now Bastiodon's a lot better. Like, a lot better. Avalugg comes out. I kind of want to knock him off, but this is really good, so I think we should go into Miss Magius. They get up rocks. Now we will... I could Hex or double into Hitmonlee. Expecting like Ninetales to come out, maybe. I'm a double. Okay, we get Snorlax. That's pretty good. Now we could knock this thing off, or we could just spin. I think we just spin. Alright, they Terra Fairy. Hopefully we don't take that much. Oh, and they start cursing. Okay, that's really good. And they Terra Fairyed, so now Miss Magius can taunt them and Hex them. Sorry, we can Hex them. Let's just taunt right away so they can't rest. Heat Crash does quite a lot though. I don't really like that. Do we Hex or... yeah, we'll Hex first. Alright. Jolteon probably kills us though. So I think we go Bastiodon and just keep the Volt Switch going. That's alright. Definitely don't have a switch into the Avalugg. Though they Terra'd, so let's see, does Wugtrio kill Avalugg? If they're this offensive one? They're not though. Alright, Ninetales comes out. We have a chance to kill them. Kill the Avalugg, which is kind of cool. I don't even know if we want rocks. You know, I think we get him up. I was kind of hoping we'd be able to take 2 hits though, to be honest. Not great. But I think the rocks are good, and now we're just gonna have to body press and die. Oh, we don't die. Pretty sick. Yeah, I think we just die though. And now we can go Wugtrio and go for the ground move instead of the water move. Or we go for the water move just because then we'd be able to hit the Avalugg. Something Stomping Tantrum. Alright, they actually hard switch into it. And we crit them, which gives them their Custat Berry. But they don't kill us unless they have Rock Blast and get 3 hits. Fuck yeah! I'm sorry, man. Alright, Cacturne comes out. Vespiquen. Okay, that's fantastic. So we could Roost, but I think we just keep up the U-turn. We could actually go into Hitmonlee and go for a Rapid Spin. No, I don't think we do that. Then we just go Wugtrio and go for the Stomping Tantrum. Alright, Cacturne comes out. Alright, they cannot do that again. Now I think we could go Vespiquen or Hitmonlee, but I think we just go Vespiquen. Then we'll U-turn again. If they Dark Pulse, we're probably 2 KO'd, but... oh, they T-Spike. That's not a problem, I don't think. And on this, we just go for the Hex. Actually, no, we'll Taunt. Actually... I think we just Hex, just because Jolteon. And I think we can beat this with other stuff, so I think we Hex. Yeah. Yeah, we have two really strong attackers. I know they're... they don't have rest. Well, we definitely don't need to taunt now. Thankfully, we get the roll, if it was a roll. Jolteon comes out. This could be nice to have to outspeed stuff. We could sack Vespiquen and then go Hitmonlee. And I think we might just win if we go Hitmonlee. Though if they have Sucker Punch on Cacturne, we might not. So... we probably actually do sack this, just in case. We need the Vespiquen. And if they go Cacturne, we go Hitmonlee. I mean, we could go this and U-turn. Yeah, I think we actually do this and U-turn. And then we can get in Wugtrio. Nice, we don't die now, Wugtrio wins. Wugtrio! Terra Water Aqua Jet will kill both of these. Wugtrio was kind of kept in check by Cacturne. Obviously, we got very lucky. Not them not hitting their Stone Edge. But Wugtrio is kind of doing stuff whole game. It's just their Cacturne. They had to keep going into the Cacturne. If they hit their Stone Edge, though, we were dead. Which is kind of sucky. I feel bad. Because if they hit that, then we would have not had Wugtrio, and it would have come down to maybe Hitmonlee, which I think maybe could have still won. It made a big difference for sure, though. All right, we got one. I feel like I recognize their team. Like, I feel like we've seen it. Maybe testing or maybe in one of the other lives. But, all right, so they don't have hazard control. They have Ditto, which is a little annoying. Technically, they could get hazard control that way. I kind of like Vespiquen as a lead maybe, but they have those ice types, which are pretty rough for it. So maybe we lead Electros. Because we could actually flamethrower this and they might not expect that. I think let's lead Electros. Yeah, I think that's okay. We can knock this thing off right away. We also could just go right into Bastiodon. And immune the Toxic, immune the Barb Barrage, get up our own rocks. And then we can keep this around for stuff. Bastiodon is pretty good versus their Ice Q. I don't know if they have I don't know if Ice Q learns a fighting move. And Bastiodon's pretty good versus the Mesprit. Let's go hard Bastiodon. Oh my god, alright, they acupressure. Alright. So we're gonna get up rocks and we're gonna roar. I do remember this team now. They have acupressure. It's good to know. I don't think roar misses, so yeah. So that's pretty good. We could Iron Defense, but they have a Ditto, so let's just roar. And we get the Whimsicott. Alright. We do not have a Dark type. They're leftover, so they could have Encore. And that shenanigans. Kind of cool, though. Wugtrio, or Wugtrio, if we can get it in, we could, triple dive and maybe deal with them. Let's go into this as a pivot. Let's see what they do. Stun Spore. All right. Let's just U-turn. So maybe they're not Leech Seed in sub. All right. We don't break their thing. They're also probably Fizz Def. It's good to know that they have Stun Spore. Ooh, Hitmonlee can't be paralyzed. So unless they have Moonblast, Hitmonlee is pretty good. Because Rapid Spin will get rid of their Leech Seed. Which will always move first because of Prankster. We can't be Stun Spored. I think we just go into this and Volt Switch and see what they do. Alright, they do Leech Seed. I think we go Hitmonlee and go for a Rapid Spin. Or maybe I just knock off. If they have Moonblast, then... Alright, they sub. Then we'll Rapid Spin. Do they have Encore? Yeah, literally, if we just Rapid Spin, we stop everything potentially. They've got to have Encore, right? Either way, whatever we find out here, it'd be good. So, let's try and knock off again. What comes in? Or do they just stay in and go for the Moonblast? Mesprit comes in. Knockoff does a lot. Get rid of their leftovers. I don't think we kill with the next one though. I think let's go Bastiodon. We could be knocked off. Other Trick Room. Okay. Does Mesprit get Memento? And it doesn't. Okay. Oh, it gets Healing Wish though, doesn't it? Okay. So they can do that. If I Terra Fairies, is that bad? I don't think so. We could get knocked off, which actually wouldn't be, which would be kind of bad. We don't really want to get knocked off. So maybe we go Mismagius. It's not fantastic, and I don't know what they're going to do. Okay. Then we'll go for a Will-O-Wisp. They might just go right into Quillfish, but if they do, then we can go Bastiodon. They don't have knockoff. Quillfish doesn't get knockoff, so we can switch into that and resist the Future Sight. Oh, and a Will-O-Wisp on this would be insane. Let's go. That's huge. Well, I think we could just Hex. I think we can take the Future Sight because we're almost max HP. Cool, we're alive enough. And then we can go into Electros. And then we can go for a Flamethrower. Or maybe even a Volt Switch. Electros, Glastrier. Having this in wouldn't be bad though, so. But if we don't show Flamethrower, that would also be kind of good, so. Okay, they're cussed out. Well, that was kind of cool. Let's go. I think Bastiodon, then we can pivot with other things if we need to. Or switch into Vespiquen to pivot if we need to. If they go Ditto, we have Vespiquen. If they go this, we have Vespiquen. I'm just gonna U-turn. Actually, we're just gonna double. And Hitmonlee. Okay. Then we will Rapid Spin. What do they have? They do have Moonblast. Okay. So not great. We go Bastiodon. And now I don't know what they're gonna do. I think we Roar though, no matter what. Hopefully they Leech Seed. So then we're not paralyzed, and then we just phase them out. Alright, we are fucking paralyzed. And we get Ditto. We could go Mismagius right now. Or we could even go Vespiquen and get up T-Spikes. Or, I mean, Spikes. But I kind of like Mismagius and trying to Pain Split. So then we're out of range of rocks. And we'll also see if they switch up moves, then we'll know they are not choiced. We get Ditto. It's pretty good. Go for a Taunt, or it could go for a Will-O-Wisp. I think we just go Bastiodon. Okay, they have Rest. I don't want to Body Press. Maybe they go into Ditto. Or this. Get a little damage. It's pretty good. Now we could go Vespiquen, U-turn, and then maybe Wugtrio could kill with something. I think it's U-turn. We're not going to break their sub. Yeah, but Wugtrio's probably not going to kill yet. Damn it, we did get paralyzed. Alright, so we have to go Bastiodon and Roar. They could go into Ditto and not get roared out, which is kind of annoying. God damn it, dude. Alright. I think we just Roar. Alright, Mesprit. I think we go Electros. No, we should go Vespiquen. We're taking hazard damage on stuff, so let's go Vespiquen. They didn't knock off last time, so I don't know if they have knockoff. They might have Healing Wish. And maybe we can get up a Spike, and then maybe we could Rapid Spin. And then we get up a Spike. To get more damage on Whimsicott. The para with the Whimsicott is really good. I like the idea. But yeah, I think getting up a Spike is good. All right, cool. Yeah, since we would have done nothing anyways, so. All right, in comes Ice Cube. I think we just go harder to Bastiodon. I don't know if this thing gets a fighting move. Oh, it gets the ground move, doesn't it? Physical. Head Smash, Ice Spinner. It has water moves. Okay. I think we go Bastiodon. Okay, they Belly Drum. We take nothing. If I went for U-turn there, we actually would have broken their thing. And I think now we might not win at all, or we might just lose because they didn't break their Ice Face and they have a Salic Berry. Actually, we're okay. I think we sack Vespiquen. And then we can go into Wugtrio and go for the water move. We should outspeed them. We just have to not miss. Yeah, we 100% outspeed them. All right, cool. And they did Terra, didn't they? All right, so that is good. We still have our Bastiodon for Whimsicott. I wonder how much Wugtrio's Triple Dive does to Whimsicott. If I Terra Water Triple Dive, how much does Moonblast do? I think is what we do. All right. So now we can go into And we go Electros. And then we can go for Flamethrower. This will just guarantee break their sub. Then we could switch into Bastiodon and Roar. But we kind of need Bastiodon for Quillfish too. But they are asleep with 0 turns burned. I think we go into Bastiodon. Having more Pokemon alive is better than we can switch to get rid of the Leech Seeds. Oh, all right. They get this, or they bring this in. I think we could just Roar. Or we could sack, actually, no, we sack Electros and then go our own Wug, then we go back in a Wugtrio. Because then Wugtrio could potentially just kill something. We want to keep this around to Roar. And keeping leftovers is pretty good. So yeah, we go Electros. Who turned the timer on? Was it me? Alright. Did they Volt Switch? They Giga Drain. Alright, that is great. Wugtrio should kill. Quillfish probably could switch in. Oh, look at that damage! And how much did we do to the Whimsicott? Triple Diet did 12. So we're going to do 36. They're dead. 12 times 3. We just need to not miss. Oh, wait. I forgot that could happen. But let's go, Wugtrio! All right. Now we need to go Hitmonlee. Actually, no. I think we go right into Mismagius and taunt them. Do they have Rest Talk and do they get Crunch? Sleep Talk, Poison Jab. Okay, we don't get poisoned. Oh, cool. So we definitely Pain Split. Yeah, we're not gonna die. Hopefully they don't get Poison Jab right away. They don't. So now we can Taunt. And then we will Will-O-Wisp. They can't rest anymore. And then Hitmonlee should be able to win. Even Wugtrio maybe. Now we can just Hex. Damn, this was a game. Their team is freaking awesome. There's so many like disruptive things. They have Trick Room on it. Ditto. Their team's sick. I think, how much time has it been? It might be a good place to call it. I think it'll be almost an hour after this game. Yeah, overall, pretty happy with how the team went. Wugtrio was definitely had its moments. Its speed is nice. It is powerful enough for sure. With Terra Water, that definitely helps. It was able to take out the Whimsicott. Definitely had fun with the team. It was really fun to use this Electros too. I know not everything put in the most amount of work, but like having the options of Giga Drain and Flamethrower are pretty sick. I think we did do something in one of the games with this that we usually wouldn't be able to do. Bastiodon plus Vespiquen were solid. We never used Toxic, I don't think, but Vespiquen was like the go-to slow pivot. Or sack in some games. Bastiodon was very nice. It's just a really solid phaser. Yeah, we didn't run into really fat teams. That was something I was a little nervous about. We didn't run into like Diplin at all, or ran the Avalugg quite a lot, but we didn't hit Diplin. We didn't hit Decidueye. No, we did hit one Decidueye. Didn't see Dunsparce or Muck or Knucklestack or any of those things. Orthworm. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with how it went. It was fun to use some Wugtrio. And if you're interested in trying out the team, I'll put a Pokepaste in the description. But yeah, I think that'll be it. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.